Darn fly. Welcome back and thanks for stopping. Today I just want to stop in and give you an update on our meat chickens. They are currently about 7 weeks, just a smidge, couple days more than 7 weeks old, and they are 1 week away from going to freezer camp. If you remember from a few videos ago, the feathers on these chickens, they were pretty thin. They were still trying to fill in, they were losing their peach fuzz, and right now they are a nice pretty white chicken and their feathers have filled in really nice. Most of the chickens in here, they're right between that 5 to 6 pound range. We have maybe a quarter of them that are going to be between that 6 and 7 pound range, but then we do have a couple, well, you in fact, that might hit just over 7 pounds. Is that a bad thing? No, I actually don't mind it, because the between 5 and 6 pounders, they work really good for baking or broiling. And then if you get in that 6.5 to 7 pound range or bigger, when you part them out, the breasts are a nice size, the legs and thighs, the wings, everything is really good parted out. So the feed that they're eating, we've been giving them the same stuff for 3 years, and it has no corn and it has no soy. I know a lot of people say that you can't raise, there's not enough protein or there's not enough energy for this type of a bird in order to raise them without corn or soybeans. However, they do quite well just on what we've got here. So instead of the corn and instead of the soybeans for the protein, we added extra barley. There's peas in here. You also have to keep in mind that being this is not a crumble, so to speak, they have crumble feed, where all you have to do is basically add water and it dissolves. This stuff, it's got to be ground up in their gizzard, and so there is grit that is added into the feed for them to be able to digest it and grind it up inside. So in 7 weeks, they have come a long ways, and not just a matter of size and growing, but distance-wise. When we started out transferring them out to the hoop house, they were right up in this area, and throughout the time here we've moved them down, and they turned at about this point here, and then they started coming down this way. And there's a couple of spots with hay on the ground. We had a couple of days of rain, which was a heaven send, and I wanted to make sure that they stayed dry and healthy and all of that stuff, so we put a couple leaves of hay in each of the hoop houses, and they came down over here, and since they started getting too close to the driveway, we ended up coming up one row, and then we're going to start making our way back over this way. My initial plan was to go down along the field, kind of behind where the hoop houses are right now. However, the next couple days are supposed to be in the upper 80s, and it's a little bit humid after we got that rain, and I don't have enough extension cords to bring my fans that far away from the house. So we just brought them back up, and we're going to move them back along the trail, kind of just above where they were before. So as they grow bigger, we can also adjust up their waters and feeders. Just takes a couple of seconds. And especially their food. You want to make sure that their food is up high enough so that they have to stand up in order to be eating it. You don't want them to be laying down and eating, because with this type of chicken, they will sit there and lay and they will get super fat. You want to make sure that they're up and moving around while they're eating. Boy, you are pretty. Holy smokes. Yep, that guy, he might end up going 7 pounds. But boy, feathers are filled out nice. He's nice and clean. Looks pretty cozy. And he's happy. Well, there's a quick update on 7-week-old meat chickens, Cornish Cross, and they're doing very well. We've got a lot of them in that 5-pound range. And next week, Tuesday, they're going to be going up to get processed and all of that kind of stuff. So they still have just under a week to go. So I'm quite confident that they're going to turn out really good. So goodbye for now, and thanks for watching.